realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I am here with Nick from Newaygo Brewing Company.
Hello.
I'm just actually really excited to be here because this is an industry that I've grown to really enjoy. There's a lot of different beers, really. And
You're the right market.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm right about in your
You're at home
your
here.
target market.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just I wanted to come in here and shoot this video because this is something I'm personally really interested in, and I guess I wanted to get a little bit more of an understanding.
Sure.
What about creating new brews excites you?
That's a great question. We're really fortunate in Newaygo to have a lot of natural resources that support the brewing industry. We're able to use hops that are grown in Newaygo County. We have award-winning water quality as a rural area in Michigan. We won that award in 2017, I think it was.
Okay.
So we got award-winning water. We got local hops. We got great booming agriculture options when it comes to adjuncts and non-traditional beer ingredients. And newly, we've got the growing barley industry and malting industry in Michigan. So what's cool about creating brews that I really get excited about is letting beer be a unique expression of Michigan and be a unique expression of Newaygo specifically. We can have 100 brewers all make the same IPA, the same recipe, but we're using this local water and these local hops and doing it our local way. And that's just really exciting to have that opportunity.
It's like the best way to support local business.
Yeah, and
Literally everything's local.
and customers care about that. Our customers,
Oh, yeah.
they care. They say, where are these hops from? And when we put on a beer from a local farm's hops, they bring their family down to come and try and enjoy their family's kind of success that way.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. And it's really cool actually. You know, I've been in here as a customer on more than a few occasions, and what I really like about this place is it's appealing to the older audience when they come in here for food,
Sure.
but then also people that are my age. You know, I come in here and I think this place is just it's sweet.
Yeah.
What do you like about the environment you've created?
Well, you definitely hit the nail on the head. We serve a very wide market. Newaygo County has every demographic represented right in here in town. And so we've always had to strike a balance between being the cool young brewery that we've always just kind of naturally wanted to be and has been inside of us, but also being a family-friendly cultural spot in Newaygo, something that everybody can be proud of, everybody can find something they enjoy. They're not afraid to take their family to and take their friends to and let this be what they show off.
Yeah.
So creating this environment, I wanted it to be something that anybody could sit down and find a spot where they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And I hope you like the beer, I hope you like the food. We work really, really hard on it, but I hope that you're just comfortable here in Newaygo.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting. You know, 5-10 years from now, you guys are a staple in the community.
Yeah, we're coming up on it's our 4-year anniversary coming up this in 3 weeks.
Really?
So yeah, we'll be entering our 5th year this summer, our 5th summer.
That's amazing.
And so I think it's gonna feel a little bit different because I don't feel like the new place on the block anymore. Even though there hasn't really been another restaurant that's opened up, I still don't. We've been here 5 years almost, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, time flies too.
Another 5 years, can't even imagine.
It's gonna be crazy. What do you see? What do you see happening in the brewing industry?
A lot of fast change. Everything from how every summer it seems that we've had a regional beer explosion style, from like New England IPAs to dry sour beers to whatever the next new thing is, double dry hopped, fruit infused. This crazy new thing.
They get like juicy hazes.
Yeah, I really love the consumer enthusiasm about those individual things, because when people are telling me to make new brews, that's the greatest thing for a brewer to hear, is people are like begging us to try new things. I get told I get to try new, I don't have to make the same beer over and over again. It's an amazing opportunity. But the industry has to recognize that this cycle doesn't necessarily lead to strong business growth. You know? And consumers eventually do kind of end up wanting familiar brands.
True.
And it's hard to give familiar brands and new products at the time.
Yeah.
Striking that balance is going to be very difficult. And also, in Michigan, learning how to grow alongside the growing cannabis industry is going to be a challenge, because our young consumers are not spending all their money that they would, that their previous generation would have spent on alcohol. They're spending it on, they're splitting it between cannabis and alcohol. And that's something we just have to recognize is going to approach that market differently moving forward, especially in Michigan.
It's a lot of adapting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then if you could wish one thing for Newaygo,
Yeah.
what would that be?
I wish the population would double, not triple, but just double. Fill out all the corners and take our 2,000 city people, make it a 4,000 person city. Because we've been there before as a city.
Yeah.
We've just been shrinking for decades.
Yeah.
And as people have been moving out into the country more. But I think that with the growth we see in Grand Rapids, it's a possibility in the next 20 years to see that kind of change. We have to really work for it. Now, going from a community of 2,000 to 4,000 really doesn't change the nature of our city.
Yeah.
But imagine having twice as much of everything. Talent,
Oh man, it'd be so much better.
resources,
Yeah.
jobs supported, new home growth, right alongside the river community here. That's my dream.
That'd be really cool. Because I mean, even as a kid, you know, I grew up in Newaygo, like we were talking about before we started this, right over by the high school.
Yeah.
And the amount of stuff that's changed in this small town in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
it blows my mind.
It's a lot.
So, I mean, and I want to see that trend continue. I mean, and honestly, that's a lot of the reason why I'm doing these videos.
Yeah.
And just because the more that we stand together, I mean, the longer we're going to be able to stand.
There are a lot of ways to help out too. There's a lot of city boards and city initiatives, and people are looking for volunteers to be that change. If you want Newaygo to change, then all you need to do is step up and raise your hand.
Let's do it. We got to be the change. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you being on.
Thanks, Fred.
It was a good time. So,
Appreciate the questions and the interest.
yeah, for sure. You should.